So you haven't missed this, I think, because if you have, here's a chance to get it again. And that is the the company did something totally incredible. They now had a new fear of loss bonus. That means that for all members, that the people who had fear of loss before and the new ones, for 15 days, October 17th to the November 1st, we have fear of loss, and this is just amazing. That means 3,000 euro extra for um, when you do the fear of loss qualifications. And if you don't know how it works, make sure you talk to your leaders and make sure you get it right. So we have a fear of loss bonus. What else did we release on the cruise? Let's see here on the next slide. We released a new card. Listen, I could build a multi-billion business with just this card. This card would take everything to a new level, and especially for people who have maybe hard time getting around various complicated systems in countries where they have regulations or restrictions or whatever. We have our own card now, which will mean that you can have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and you can have fiat currency at the same time on the card. With this is will revolutionize the business. I'm telling you, you can sell this business just on this card because people will go crazy. They will go nuts understanding what this means for our business. And of course, there's several cards. There's like one regular card for all members. Then as soon as you get higher in the ranks, you will get fancier cards. And then there's a black card, of course, for the top leaders. That means probably everything. You can just do everything with that card. So we released something else, which was I don't think we have a slide of that one, but we can go to the next slide. We released the QR code, which means that you can build your business in a minute. The QR code means that you have a code, and as soon as you meet someone, they can just take their phone and link to the QR code, and whoop, they in the system. They're in your tree. They can watch a movie for a couple of seconds. They can make a choice of what kind of package they will choose, and they have their own QR code as soon as they're in the system, which means that they can start building the business. Bam! And the QR code is something that maybe not everyone knows about, but those weird square where you use them at the airport, sometimes as boarding pass in your phone. So that's another revolutionary thing that the company released. We also released a wallet. You need to sign up for the wallet because that's for the owner rights and for the money in the future. You sign up for a wallet, and it will be on the website. Everything will be on the website. Just make sure you're on the website and check it out. Go on to news and scroll down and see, because everything is there. So we will release how to do that, and it's a simple process. You sign up for the wallet. That's where your money will be in a blockchain technology. Your money will be in there, safe and secure. Every time you have some residual income coming from the company. So that's another thing that the company released. So listen, card, fear of loss bonus, films that you can use to build your business, the QR code, the wallet. This is crazy, guys. I mean, I'm telling you, if you can't build a business now, you can never build any business, because we have it now, guys. We have it. So go to the next slide. We'll see here. Next slide's coming up. Yep. So now, guys, when we have all these tools, The leaders came back from a cruise. They're all fired up. I think they have already called you guys. They've been on webinars. They've been talking to people, because that's the way to do it. If you haven't done it yet, it's a big no-no. You soon as you, I mean, before you hit your foot on the land after a cruise, you will talk to your organization, and you have to promote this cruise. That's what we're doing now. So the people will get the message. Now, when we have the tools, we've been on a cruise, we're all fired up, everybody has energy. It's time to go out and take some action. And you know the formula for success. You spend 80% of your time on basics. That means that you send links, you talk to people, you do one-on-ones, you do two-on-ones, you meet people in the room. You do basics. Basics is just, spreading the message of Crowd1, how to become successful, how to make money, how to be a Bitcoin millionaire, how to do stuff, and get them in the business, sign them up. That's basics. Then we spend 15% of our time, which that is like, educational. It's not only webinars, but it's webinars, it's books and CDs and downloads. Of course, I'm so old-fashioned, so I still listen to CDs. But we educate ourselves, we empower ourselves. We do that with education materials, with webinars, listen to our leaders, get inspirational, get some motivational energy going. We spend 15% of the time. So if you spend 80% of your time on webinars, that could be wrong. But basics is kind of webinars too, so don't get me wrong. Basics is today in today's network marketing world, online webinars is actually basics. It's building business, so this slide is a little bit wrong. It should be educational on 15%. But anyway, education could be webinars too. So then you spend 5% of your time on events, like the cruise. So if you're cruising 80% of your time, something is, either you're super successful and you don't have to work that hard, or you're doing something wrong. So no, also I was only kidding. But this is not like a, cut in stone, but it's a good formula where you should have your crowd working. They should spend 80% of the time showing the business, talking to people, getting people involved. 50% of time getting educated. Empower yourself with positive thinking and motivational, inspirational, but also some techniques that we bring up on this Sunday webinar. And then 5% is the events. And we have some big events coming up. So let's go to the next slide. We will go on an international tour, starting with, okay, so is this the purchase of the event ticket? Okay, we take that later, but stay on this slide. So we have the event in Johannesburg, South Africa. That's an event. That's where you spend 5% of your time. But that event, if you go back to the slide we were before, if you spend 5% of your time on an event like that one in South Africa, or the one that we had on the cruise, or the one that we had in Manila recently, that will give you 80% of your results. Because on these events, people will get the big picture. They will get motivated. They will get, energized, and they will see speakers, and this recognition. We recognize people on the cruise too. People, the top producers and different levels from, I think, from level 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We had one guy reaching level 15. So all the other guys that were on 12, 13, 14 will now go for the 15th level. They probably already reached it, in these few days we've been on land. Okay, go further on the next slide. So we have two events. We have one in Johannesburg coming up, the 22nd, 23rd of November. and the tickets that's also thing that we released on the boat. The company has now created, you can buy all your tickets online for the event with an easy system where you can use your account and you can buy tickets. And there's a big sale now where you can buy one get one free. It's also on Crowd1 website. So the Johannesburg, South Africa event in November. We have then in January, we have the Manila event, which will be, both these events will hold at least 6,000 people. So there could be more. There could be up to 10,000 people at these events. And then we're planning for you guys who are in South America, Latin America, in Colombia, Brazil, Mexico, and Venezuela, those states. We will come your way, but you have to build a little bit bigger. So we will come your way. I know we talked to the leaders, and they were all excited, and they're just crushing it right now. So there will be a big event in probably February, March in South America. And then there will be another big event, of course, again in Africa later on, but in Asia somewhere. It's just taking off in Vietnam and Malaysia, and the Philippines are going crazy. So everywhere, all over the world, is just going nuts, ladies and gentlemen, because this opportunity has never been done before. We are so unique. We are so unique that people understand it, because we have not only a 1 minute, 5 minute business, we are building a crowd, and then we can present some amazing things with mixture and a filgo that will people who have a little bit of sense, they understand it. Wow. That's why we are growing so fast. And also, of course, the payouts are, unbelievably. The compensation plan is is probably the best in the industry. That's why we're growing. You can't grow from zero to 450,000 people in that short of a time if the concept is not good. So the founders, Jonas, the visionary, they knew what they were building. With all this experience that we have in management, we have, I've been 25 plus years in this industry. Jonas has been 25 years in this industry. The programmers have been building stuff for 15, 20 years. So we're all super experienced. That's why this concept is so waterproof, that we put everything that we've done together in one concept. And we love it, and you love it. And that's why it's so fun to work. Guys, you gotta have fun. That's the key. Do we have a last slide? Okay, so that was the last slide. I will have a couple of last words. Listen now. If you were on the cruise, you start promote the cruise. You start promote how fun it was, what you learned, how the fun people you met. You start promote the events, because the events are 80% of your results, and we'll create some super duper results both in Johannesburg, and I know we will come to other countries in Africa soon. But the big event is now in Johannesburg, then in Manila in January, and then in South America. So start working your butts off, have fun, be happy, solve problems, be a leader. And if you're not a leader, you can become one by being on these webinars on Sunday afternoons. We love you all. We think something else, because we just came off the leader cruise in the Mediterranean. You can see here on the slide, on the starting slide, all the people that were there. And we had such an amazing time. It was unbelievable. We not only went on one of the biggest cruise ship there is, we were sailing in the Mediterranean for 7 days, and we went to Italy, to France, to Sicily, which is a part of Italy, but it's still its own island, Malta, Barcelona, and the weather was amazing. The food was extraordinary, and so many leaders on one ship. Can you believe that we have some positive vibes going on? And we of course had a lot of company meetings, management meetings, and also we had two big events for the crowd where we released some stuff that you guys will hear of, and you already heard of it, of course, because people couldn't, keep themselves as soon as everything was released. But we will take it again on this webinar just to make sure that people get the message of Crowd1. We are here, we're for real, we're growing like nothing else has grown before in this industry. We are doing that because of the founders of this company. The visionary of Jonas Werner, who I known for 25 years. That guy has not only a sharp brain, but a heart for helping people and make them successful. And so you guys can make a lot of money and you can do a lot of good things for that money. But also not only Jonas and his team with, the team that have been working together for 15, 20 years. I've been saying this before and I say it again. We have the best programmers in the industry. That's why you guys can feel safe and secure with everything that we do. It's not to say that we are perfect in any sense, but we are best. Okay, guys. So let's talk a little bit about the cruise. You see the picture here. We went on the cruise ship in Barcelona, and if you haven't been on a cruise, you know how that is. But if you haven't been on a cruise and you aiming for the next cruise in 2020, get ready. Everything is this all inclusive. When you get on the boat, you get your cabin, you have a balcony, you can sit and watch the ocean, and if you're lucky you can see some dolphins or some other fish, or you have your coffee or your umbrella drink on your balcony watching the sunset. It's just amazing, and it's the same time as it's time of relax and time of having a great time with the people that you brought with you, if that was your family or your best friends or leaders. This is what it's all about. We work hard to get these incentives. We work hard to get these promotions. And the thing with a cruise like this that you should remember, the people who are listening now who were able to go on the cruise, this shows that it's possible. Leadership is about showing people that it's possible. So the people who made this cruise, they show other people it's possible. So now that when they made it, you can make it. That means that when you follow the systems that we teach, when you follow the way that we work, and on these webinars every Sunday, we should be, that should be full. The rooms should be full of people every Sunday if you get the message, because this is where the message is delivered. Of course, the leaders have their own webinars and their own trainings, and you should do as they say. But there's a main focus, there's a main system how we work, and we try to tie that together on these Sunday webinars. So we had a lot of fun on this cruise ship, and like I said, we had leadership trainings. I think the most leaders were happy with the leadership training. We had events where we released all the promotions. We should mention a few of them here. Most of it is, of course, on the main site, Crowd1, and you can see that we released. There's now short films of the owner rights and the company presentations and some promotions. So you can go on the Crowd1 website and you can find it all there on the new newly designed, beautiful website. I think it's awesome, really awesome design that we got. So a cruise also shows that it's work first and fun second. That means that the people who were not on this cruise were probably having fun first and forgot about the work. Because when you work and you then you get this promotion of the company that they send you on a cruise, that you see all these people here, they put work first and fun second. And it's so important in any business that you do. That's what differs actually successful people from not successful non-successful people, is that what they do in their free time. Most successful people, they work in the free time. Not only all the time, of course, but that's the difference. What successful people, if you ask them what they do in their free time, you see, and you can see the difference. There's no TV, there's no, fooling around, there's no hanging around at the pub, with your beer drinking buddies, wasting time. They work first, and then they get these promotions. Okay, so I usually say the proof of progress is not pleasure; it's pain. That's why most people miss it. They miss out. That's why you can celebrate on a cruise like this, because when you had a lot of pain, you're working, you're struggling, you're solving problems, you're getting over hurdles, you do stuff, you talk to people, and I mean, most people are positive about our business, because when you promote this business, they go like, wow. We say we're the 5-minute business. Now we took it down to, we're now the 1-minute business with the new tools that the company released on this cruise. We're now the 1-minute business. Okay, let's see what we have on the next slide.